I remember back in the day, now as an old timer, Stacy, when teen pregnancy was something that was really a rarity. Stacy Woolman is the CEO of the Rapid City CareNet Pregnancy Resource Center. And Stacy, you have recently shared with me some interesting statistics about teen pregnancy.
Well, it's interesting. In Texas, they've done a study through their Department of Health and Vital Statistics that actually where a Planned Parenthood has been shut down, the teen pregnancy rate goes down over 46%.
Wait a minute. Say that again.
Yeah.
What did you just say?
When Planned Parenthood shuts down in a region, the teen pregnancy statistic rates go down.
So would we be reasonable to conclude that Planned Parenthood might actually be a significant contributor to an increase in teen pregnancy?
Well, it's interesting reading through the data. It certainly indicates that in this specific research piece. And it only makes sense, of course, in human reasoning and logic if you're promoting what they say, safe sex, and yet they're utilizing birth control methods that have a high fail rate amongst the population at 13 to 17 that they analyzed. It's just promoting more business for them. And if they're not in there promoting their failed safe sex methods, then kids aren't getting educated to come to them, and maybe they're choosing to wait and make better decisions.
Isn't it interesting? I can't remember the name of this woman. You would remember it, but this woman was the director of an abortion clinic, and I believe it was in the movie Blood Money. Do you remember the name of the woman?
Yeah, not offhand, but I know
right
who
now,
you're talking about.
But
yes.
she spoke with some authority because she managed and owned an abortion clinic,
right.
one or perhaps
right.
more. And she testified that she's changed her tune, and she's a strong promoter of life right now because she's seen the death and destruction.
It's Carol Everett.
Carol Everett.
Carol
yes.
Everett. Yep.
She said that these abortion providers actually give birth control that they expect will fail.
Correct.
Because they want teenage pregnancies in every girl age, what was it, 14 to 18. They're expecting to harvest 3 or 4 abortions.
And that's the interesting part. Their business plan, they have a business plan, just like you would for any business, on how do they reap the benefits of having, abortion services through their business. And it's just appalling to think about that. But I remember early on when I started working at the pregnancy center, our friend Bob Ellis had done a piece on even the condoms and things that they had given as tools for safe sex. He had done a piece on the fail rate, and it was shocking, the kinds of things that they use.
Isn't it interesting that Planned Parenthood and abortion providers in general will promote, quote, safe sex, then they provide birth control that they expect to fail,
right.
so that their business plan will
profit,
be a bottom line profit.
Right, and when you think about how that impacts us in this region, you think about South Dakota, North Dakota, over into Minnesota. It's interesting because I think the average abortion's between $400 and $600. Well, you have 800 or so in South Dakota a year. The numbers are there. Then you think about the federal funds and the things that these clinics and abortion facilities are getting. It's a profitable business, and every time a new law or a restriction or an accountability is put into place, that affects their bottom line, and that's the truth about the fight that we're in right now.
Well, and we hear the numbers that we hear reported for abortions in our home state of South Dakota is 800, but
right.
statistically, based on population, they're really a more accurate number would be 4,000.
Correct.
That's 11 little children every day in the state of South Dakota. I don't know what it would be for Minnesota or North Dakota. Minnesota would be much, much higher.
Right.
And the sad truth is that even one life is too many.
Correct. Yes. And we need to do all that we can. When you think about people rallying around someone who is battling cancer, you think of someone who is been in a tragic car accident and how people rally. We need to rally for life. We need to rally around these young moms and dads who are just trying to see how they're going to make it paycheck to paycheck. We need to give them support. We need to throw them some life support, which we've talked about before.
Yes, and if you're really concerned about teen pregnancy and seeing it reduce, maybe it's time that we rallied together and said, stop Planned Parenthood, because when Planned Parenthood closes, teen pregnancies go down.